All right. And thank you for tuning back into the GSMC Wrestling Laureate podcast. Hopefully, I did not lose any viewers there. Just kind of reflect on what we talked about. We had our WWE Monday Night Raw preview, and then Monday Night Raw review, excuse me. And then we had our NXT Great American Bash preview. Now we're gonna get into my top 10 wrestling stars of the week. So make sure if you have any opinions in terms of who you think should be number one or maybe even number two, number 10, whatever, anything. Make sure you hit up the tips and donations link at the GSMCpodcast.net. We get a number of questions of viewers like you that come in during the show. So to make sure your question gets read on air in front of millions of people, make sure you're not too shy, be comfortable. It's all about professional wrestling. Love you guys expressing your minds. This podcast is nothing without you. Without audience engagement, this show isn't as great as it possibly could be. And I want all of us to live up to our full potential. I want to be friends with you. We are all wrestling fans. We're family, something that we automatically bond over once when somebody says you're a wrestling fan. All these feelings, all these insecure feelings of, can I really talk to this stranger, kind of go out the door because, in my opinion, and this is just based on experience, and I'll keep it brief, I feel like most wrestling fans are kind of the same person deep down inside. Like, we still have a big imagination. Yeah, we're getting older. And yeah, we know it's scripted and choreographed, but we're just entertained. We're along for the ride. We love it. Absolutely love the drama inside the ring. Love the action. Love seeing these physical specimens and these hot ass chicks. Come, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But no, they're pretty, attractive. But no, and and I don't mean to belittle the women either. I know that kind of sounded weird. I apologize. And I know I'm just digging myself in a deeper hole, so I'm going to move on. But respect wrestling. I respect all wrestlers, man or woman, 1010%. Love, they put on the very good, greatest damn show on earth. I got to be honest. So let's talk about the men's power rankings here. For the first time on my list, I'm going to debut the name Logan Paul at number 10. I love Logan Paul right now. I feel like he's doing what basically why WWE ultimately signed him is to be an antagonist, kind of be that jerk, that in your face jerk that knows that he's a huge success, that knows that, WWE did take a major chance on him and fans hated it. They hated seeing him debut. I remember when he did debut, I got to be honest, I was a little like, that's cool and all. I'm glad he's going out there and, living his dream in a couple of matches. And they're like, wait, what? This guy got signed to a contract. He was trained by AJ Styles. Now he's fighting Roman Reigns at, I think it was Clash at the Castle. Or Jeddah Saudi, I'm not too sure. Now he's fighting Roman Reigns for his undisputed championship, and he came pretty damn close. So something you got to love about Logan Paul is he is a professional wrestler in every sense of the word. Professional wrestling, professional wrestler. That's Logan Paul. He has awesome mic skills. He can cut really, really good promos. He did a really good job, beating down the LA Knight. Obviously this is this. No, there's one more SmackDown to till SummerSlam. So I definitely think for LA Knights to get some momentum, for him to have a chance to beat Logan Paul at SummerSlam in Cleveland, Ohio. Obviously, you got some home turf there, and it would be huge for any of these superstars to get the W. If LA Knight wins, it'd be cool. I'd be like, yeah, finally they put a singles championship on a well-deserved superstar. And if Logan Paul wins, I'd be like, yeah, to be honest, it's kind of cool to see him actually defend his title against somebody with like a hot streak and with momentum like the LA Knight. So at number 10, I have my man Logan Paul. All right, at number 9, I have the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, the leader of the conglomeration, Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe continues to just fascinate me, continues to impress. I'm the biggest fan of Mark Briscoe. And I got to be honest, when he fought against Kyle Fletcher, I thought it was it. When he fought against Roderick Strong with the Undisputed Kingdom and him fighting in AEW Blood and Guts just 2 days prior, I was like, okay, it's over. He's done. But no, this guy still continues to kick ass. It's crazy. Ever since he's won the championship, ever since he's his wife birthed the son, the new member of the conglomeration, by the way. I feel like it's just giving him power. Like he has that, that baby boy power. That that dad bod, that dad strength. I freaking love that. I freaking love, Mark Brisco, 1,010%. Keep doing what you're doing, my man. You are absolutely impressing everybody in terms of the professional wrestling industry. At number 8, I got Nick Nemeth, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler from the WWE. But we have the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion and the new face of TNA Impact Wrestling. We have Nick Nemeth. Finally getting paid his dues. He did not have to fight Moose one-on-one because the last time he did, he lost. But when you have a 6-man elimination match for a title, it's, and then you had Joe Hendry pin the champion. Man, Joe Hendry should have won that belt. I'm just kidding. No. I'm 1,010% happy for Nick. Definitely proud. Definitely hoping now, like maybe him and his brother go on a tag team title run, maybe against ABC or something like that. That'd be pretty tight. But I like him. I like Nick Nemeth at number 8 here. At number 7, I have always this trash talking native of Rhode Island, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. I'm better than you, and you know it. I put MJF on this list because he's just a stud. He's just a stud. He's somebody that could carry a company. Reminds me, and I know that he's probably going to hate. If he ever heard this, he'd probably hate it. He'd probably hate it. But he reminds me of like a Triple H of the WWF, WWE kind of growing up. And so, that trash talking, that in your face. I don't want to make any friends and stuff. Obviously, Triple H did kind of make friends along the way with D-Generation X. He had a, evolution of it, but that was like, then the McMahon Helmsley era. But just not that persona, just that aura around him. Like, I'm going to give you all I got. I'm going to come out here, I'm going to talk my trash, and you can best believe that I can back it up. And you better come out here and perform at the best of your abilities to take this title off my waist. That's something that probably defines Maxwell Jacob Freeman to a T. He's great for AEW. When he returned to AEW, obviously you see the ratings are increasing. When he was off AEW, you saw the ratings decreasing. Ding, ding, ding. Kind of like a common factor there. But I love MJF. I love the way he's, he does this thing on AEW, and I love that he's still, he could be the biggest arse, but people still root for him. I still root for him, even if I was in the crowd and he called me a fat, lazy piece of crap. I'd be like, yeah, I'm just kidding. No, but no, I don't know. He just has that. He just has. At number 6, I have the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn. Nothing really surprising by this. He's a hell of a champion. He's a fighting champion. Definitely something that I love and respect about Sami Zayn. Canadian, a native, proud of him, 1,010%. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, one of the best superstars in terms of wrestlers that came out of Canada. Another person that's going to be added on this list, especially in the newer generations of professional wrestling. Of course, you're going to have Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, honorary Oos. Man, when he was in the honorary Oos, I thought that was pretty badass. I thought that was pretty cool. 1,010%. I love Sami Zayn. At number 6, I have the Intercontinental Champion. At number 5, I have the person he beat for that Intercontinental Championship, which is kind of crazy. He has, he beat the Honky Tonks record, and he holds it at 666 days. Kind of a scary number there. But, Gunther, right now, he's on top of the world. He's just one win away from being the face of Monday Night Raw. And it's possible. It is possible. Of course, I'm leaning Damian Priest. I'm like at that, 45, 55 percentile. But it's hard to defeat this guy. And when he steps into the ring, even when people hate themselves, they're happy to see him because he puts on a hell of a match. But at the same time, he can just trash talk you like crazy. He does a really good job of promoting other superstars even when he does kick their ass, even when he does out promo them. He finds a way to kind of benefit others. someone that you definitely want running your company. There's no doubt in my mind that Gunther is going to be a future world heavyweight champion at SummerSlam. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be, kind of a coin toss for me. But, at number 5, I have Gunther. At number 4, I have the leader of the new young bloodline, Solo Sikoa. I wasn't the biggest Solo Sikoa believer, I gotta be honest. Especially when he was the self-proclaimed tribal chief. I was like, oh my god, I knew he was gonna do that. But something you gotta, respect. Although he's not winning these matches very cleanly, that's kind of what it means to be a heel. That's kind of what it means to, when you had this run, even during Triple H's career, during the McMahon Helmsley era and stuff like that, like you don't always win cleanly, my friend. Even when Roman had the title, he didn't win cleanly all the time. So a lot of these superstars, I feel like a lot of wrestling media journalists and I gotta be, obviously I've been guilty of this as well. I don't really take Solo Sikoa seriously. I think Jacob Fatu, Tamatonga, and Tungaloa all kind of have more in ring hype than he ever had. But to be honest, you kind of need a big guy. You kind of need the reason why those other 3 names are relevant is because of Solo Sikoa. And as soon as Roman Reigns left the bloodline, a lot of people thought the bloodline was left dead in the water. But obviously, what we see from it now, obviously, was just the beginning, and we got to thank Solo Sikoa for that. So on my power ratings, I have Solo Sikoa sitting at number 4. At number 3, Damian Priest has held this 3 spot for about 3 weeks now, 4 weeks. Like I said, I'm in love. I love him, but I'm not in love with him. You know what I mean? I don't buy it yet that he's a champion. He keeps winning by interferences, and he botched a kick out. I know he probably got got whacked on his head and stuff like that, and like was spaced out. Probably didn't see it coming. Obviously, Triple H, Paul Levesque, still backed him up, saying that he is our WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So they still believe in Damian Priest. Him as a babyface is finally starting to get over. Once like again in terms of Gunther could put the best over. So Damian Priest needs to win this match cleanly. He needs to look like he needs to falter like a babyface in the beginning of the match, but at the end of the match, he needs to come back bigger, better, and stronger like a babyface champion. So, Damian Priest has a lot to prove at WWE SummerSlam. In my opinion, I feel like that will be the main event. If I feel like if Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes main event, maybe Roman has a chance of making an appearance. He's not going to come back. He's not going to come back and probably fight. But I feel like he shows his face, distracts Solo long enough for Cody Rhodes to get that 1, 2, 3, get the crossroads, and it's going to be great. It's going to be pretty awesome. Thus, starting this feud between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Finally, we're going to get that Bloodline Civil War. I'm pumped. I can't wait to see that. At number 2, I have Swerve Strickland, who's been rocking that number 1 spot. Loved him at Blood and Guts. Nothing really against Swerve here. Nothing really against Swerve. I still think the world of him. Definitely think whenever he's inside the ring, he gives it all he got. He hasn't really had any easy title defense. Everything that he's won because of the grit of his fingers. Wiping off those bloody bandages and stuff like that, and going out there and showing the world why he's a professional wrestler. Swerve Strickland is definitely one of my most favorite wrestlers. I love seeing him inside the ring because there's always a chance that you can see something unpredictable. There's always a chance where you're going to see a high fly maneuver, a hard strike, a hard drive by. He has so many electric moves that just get the fans all into it. So at number 2, I have Swerve Strickland, but at number 1, I have the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes, the reason why I got him at number 1 is because he's still holding the company on his back. I had him sitting at number 2 for a little while there, but I had to put him back at number 1 because he is the face of this new Triple H Paul Levesque era, and there's no doubt in my mind that his match with Solo Sikoa at SummerSlam is going to be, one of the most talked about matches. Not more, of course, than WrestleMania. But, there's a lot of anticipation for this SummerSlam. A lot of people think that Solo Sikoa is going to pick up the victory. People think that Roman Reigns is going to come back. Maybe The Rock comes back. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be awesome. And Cody Rhodes, he went out, and he always goes out, with just this chip on his shoulder. Although I'm the WWE champion, I still have a lot to prove, and I love that. I love that, the humbleness and also the physicality and also the determination of the WWE champion. Definitely think, Cody Rhodes is doing it damn swell, and I can't wait to see him more as a champion. So at number one, my power rankings, I got Cody Rhodes. All right, guys. Well, do not go anywhere. We talked about the men, and now we're going to talk about the amazing women of WWE, Ring of Honor, AEW, wherever, all over professional wrestling. We're going to talk about my top 10 when we come back.